How do I choose between ETFs within the same category? Now, let's say you are evaluating a couple of Nifty 50 funds. There are so many different funds, and people keep telling you, oh, look at this fund, it's got a lower expense ratio, and you should just go with a fund with a lower expense ratio. Is that it? Or you need to look at something else? Certainly, you need to look at the tracking error. Now, there are two terms that you need to be aware of. There's the tracking error and there's the tracking difference. So, the tracking difference is actually the difference in the return of the fund versus its benchmark. And tracking error actually is the volatility in the difference of performance between the fund and its benchmark. To cut the long story short, it basically tells you how consistent the performance of this particular ETF has been. The factors that impact the tracking error, of course, the expense ratio, the ability of the fund manager to deploy the monies quickly, the cash levels in the portfolio, and the transaction and rebalancing costs. So, when you're analyzing funds within the same category, you can look at the tracking error to find out how consistently the fund tracks the benchmark, and the tracking difference will tell you how close the fund's performance is to the benchmark's performance. So, a better fund will be one in which the tracking difference is going to be higher and the tracking error is going to be lower. Now, where do you get the tracking error information? Well, all funds have to declare it on their website. So it's very, very easy now to get the tracking error information. So the next time when you are evaluating two ETFs, do not just go by the fund with a lower expense ratio. Look at the tracking error and then make your decision. Happy investing.